The Chasing LED Arduino project is an interactive and engaging way to get familiar with Arduino programming and hardware and demonstrate the use of an array and for loop. These are the materials needed: Arduino Uno Board, a breadboard, 6 LEDs, 6 220 ohms resistor, and a jumper wires. Let's build the circuit. Connect the 6 LEDs to digital pin 2 to 7 with 220 ohms resistor in series. Let's upload the code to try, and afterward, we will explain every part in detail. This example demonstrates how to light up a series of LEDs connected to pin 2 through 7 on the Arduino board. Here, in the example, we created a variable LED count to define the total number of LED, and we created an array with the pin numbers where the LEDs are attached. An array is a variable that contains multiple values. It can be compared to an ice cube tray with linked containers that can hold the same maximum value. And in the setup function, with the use of for loops to initialize each pin as an output. The for loop repeats a block of statements for a set number of times. It has three parts: initialization, condition, and increment. The loop continues as long as the condition remains true, and the increment is executed each time through the loop when the condition is true. Please note that in programming, arrays are indexed starting at 0, which means that the first element in the array is at index 0. The second element is at index 1, and so on. And we initialize a variable I with 0 for this reason. In the void loop function, we use for loops to iterate over the array, allowing you to turn on and off each pin individually. Remember that the order of the LEDs is determined by their order in the array, not by their physical pin order. Let's add and upload another piece of code to the existing. The code in the void loop function has been updated to make the LED chaser run back and forth instead of just in one direction. Take a look at the parts of the for loop in the code to observe the changes and gain a better understanding of how it works. The technique of using an array and for loop is extremely helpful in programming. Instead of defining variables repeatedly for each pin number, we can use an array to create a list of pins. Also, instead of using multiple lines of digital write to turn on and off each LED, we can use a for loop to simplify the task and make our program concise and tidy.